Good job, guys. Been super fortunate to be able to own land. Something I'm extremely blessed and grateful for. You know, the lessons of patience, sweat equity, and investing in things that you own, not just for yourself, but for the world. There's a lot in there that I think is very important to instill to our younger generation. Mike Reed with Midwest Whitetail here. I've been obsessed with the outdoors for as long as I can remember. I have memories of being, basically a toddler in diapers, chasing my grandpa through the woods. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in South Louisiana, where the hunting and outdoor culture is really, really strong. And it's been a big part of my family for multiple generations. We're very fortunate as a family that my grandfather owned a couple hundred acres in South Louisiana, and that had been in the family for a long time. And I mean, really, they hunted for sustenance, and they raised cattle, and he's a very good sportsman, woodsman, and I learned, everything I know from him. And it's also where I developed my passion for not only the outdoors, but hunting. So, I didn't start hunting until I was probably 10, but for the first from age 3 to 10 or 5 to 10, I was out in the woods with him all the time, learning every little thing about hunting specifically and animal behavior. But then later that turned into habitat management and herd management and all that kind of stuff. And my interest just started building from an extremely young age. It's hard to remember not being in that world and part of it. Unfortunately, my uncles, they went to college and they left, and my grandfather didn't really see a future where that land stayed in the family, and he sold it. We spent, another 10 to 20 years hunting public land in Louisiana, which also had tons of value. I mean, it's such a cool resource for everyone, the idea of public land, being able to spend time out there. And we've made a lot of great memories over the years hunting public land. But I always had that goal of getting back to land ownership, because I realized the sort of freedom it gave you to do what you will. Obviously, there's some safety aspects to it. Being able to raise the kids out there and doing all those things that we love to do. I kind of turned my eyes to the Midwest when I was probably, I'm gonna say 12 years old. Loved watching hunting shows, and some of the biggest bucks were always coming out of the Midwest, specifically out of Iowa. And I kind of had my eye on moving up here one day. We had obviously great hunting in Louisiana, but my wife and I met and got married and moved to Iowa in 2009. So no kids at the time, newly married, and both of us love the outdoors. We love hiking. You wanna hold my hand, or you got it? Fishing.
Hello. It's a great time.
Scuba diving. Just spending all the time in the outdoors. And we agreed that our goal would be to own land. So we weren't focused on buying or building a big house or having fancy cars or whatever. So we started putting money to the side at the very beginning of our relationship to one day own land and be able to, raise our kids out there. And that was always a priority. Of course, we had a lot of debt from school and other things that had to take the priority above that. But 2015 rolled around and we were able to purchase our first farm. So we had started our professional careers, we had started our family. I had a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and a newborn, and we felt like we had saved up enough money and we're finally in a position to purchase some ground. And I probably had looked for 3 or 4 years, right? I would just always keep my eye out, to see if the perfect piece popped up. But the dream was finally realized in 2015. We got our first property and immediately just began spending all of our free time out there. Can you climb out of there, sweetie?
Yeah, I like being in the wet.
Let's go to the next camera.
I like walking towards the dog.
I know, but I need you to listen to Daddy, okay? Bella, do you want to keep coming with Daddy? 1,
Yes.
2.
But I like going in water.
I know, we'll go play in water. We're gonna go fishing too. But baby, you need to listen. Let's go. All right. Rick. Well, that happened fast. I haven't been set up for 20 minutes, and the deer I figured I'd see and have an opportunity to shoot came walking right up the creek. I'm gonna start packing up and go back to the cabin, get the wife and kids, and come back and do a recovery. Saw them fall over, so shouldn't be too hard, but I think the kids will enjoy it. You're calling them in? What are we gonna go do?
We just got back out here. We're gonna follow the blood trail so we can get the deer.
All right, let's go to it. You see the ladder going up the tree?
Yeah!
That's where I was, and he was standing right here.
I see blood right here, guys.
All right, keep going.
Oh, bloody, I see him!
Good job. Good job, Bella. You found him. Good job, girls. High five. It's hard to remember back 11 years ago at all the stuff I didn't know. It's been such a, a whirlwind of learning new skills once you purchase property. And for probably the 5 years before that, I was leasing ground or hunting on buddies' ground and helping them put in food plots. And I was certainly building knowledge on timber stand improvement and CRP management, food plotting, all that kind of good stuff. But then when you actually get your first piece of ground and it's yours and it's a blank canvas and the mad scientist mindset starts going into how do I make this into just the best it can be and have year-over-year success. And I started out with backpack sprayers and a 20-year-old ATV and just putting in the sweat equity and the time into carving out food plots and turning it into what I was envisioning. I've been very fortunate to be friends with a lot of brilliant whitetail minds and land managers and conservationists, and I've been able to take knowledge from so many different resources. Now my approach has certainly matured into a very methodical approach. When I see a piece of ground, walk a piece of ground, envision what it can be from a timber standpoint, a native standpoint, for the upland birds, for the whitetails, for the small game, the wetland, the waterfowl, just having that real methodical approach into, turning it into something in less years, obviously, because it does take a while. We are measuring things in years as opposed to, months. But been super fortunate to be able to own land. I mean, it's something I'm extremely blessed and grateful for. I mean, obviously it's been something we've prioritized, but that still doesn't always mean it happens. And it's been something that I think is extremely valuable to my family.
Here we're gonna follow the blood trail. Good feeling about tonight.
Hey, you want to kind of keep yourself hidden in case they're coming out and they can see you.
What just happened?
Well, I just shot my first ever buck, first ever deer with a bow. I am so ecstatic right now.
This is the beginning of the addiction.
I'm already hooked.
Whiff on the first one. Are all of you gonna walk right by it? Yeah. That way when the bucks come in here, they wanna come lick on this branch. They like the bare dirt.
Right, there you
Hey, good one.
go. There's a really good one with that tree. Get one of them, get one of them. I did it.
You did it, baby.
You did it.
The idea of raising kids in the outdoors, especially in today's world where it's super busy, it's super chaotic, there's screens everywhere, and there's just this digital world that's hard to get out of. And I also feel super blessed that my kids are interested and want to be out here with me, but they've been out since before they could walk. I mean, we've been taking them to the deer blind when they were just little pups, but the lessons of patience that you can learn, the lessons of sweat equity and investing in things that you own, and not just for yourself, but for the world, right? When we think about you start to read and learn about pollinators and the birds and just all the importance for the whole ecosystem. And I'm getting into the weeds there, but there's a lot in there that I think is very important to instill to our younger generation. We've kind of moved away from that. It's foreign to more and more people. So I've obviously prioritized my kids, teaching them the importance of one, land stewardship, right? Taking care of what you own. And when they ask me, like, what does that mean? You know, it's like, we are gonna take care of what we own to the best of our ability, just like we would take care of you guys, the children. We're gonna always strive to improve it. There's always things you can do to make things better. And it's just something I'm super passionate about. It's very important to me. And we're trying to instill that into our kids. The memories that come out of land ownership, for one, I call being in the outdoors like tree therapy, right? We live chaotic lives. It's super stressful all the time. There's so much going on. There's a lot of things that are out of your control. And you can come out here in nature, particularly on a place that you own and have worked so hard to make better. And it's definitely therapeutic. It's definitely a release. And I'm trying to also get my children to feel a little bit about that. We're feeling stressed out, something's going wrong with our friends, like let's go out to the property and spend some time in nature and enjoy this little piece of heaven. And to take that a step further, you know, as I mentioned, my grandfather owned land when I was a small boy, and I killed my first squirrel out there, and my first rabbit, and my first woodcock. And you know, he's 85 years old now, almost 86. He's suffering with pancreatic cancer. And he was able to come up here last year and hunt with me on property that I own. And we were able to create some amazing memories. And that's been something that I've done with, you know, my uncles, other family members, some of my best friends and coworkers, and just the amount of gratitude I have for that. And then the satisfaction and memories for the whole family, for all of us really, that will be with us for a lifetime. It's hard to overstate the value of that to me personally and to my family.